Hey Tizz, yeah, I've got a slight confession to make. I came over here to use your smelter earlier because I wanted some...
Oh no, yeah,
it's fine, it's fine.
Changed things.
Yeah, you did. It's okay, I figured out that was fine. So I made myself some smooth... What's going on there?
I don't know, some glitchy stuff happening with the cobblestone.
I saw one of these over at Spawn Town as well. I'm just going to face this way so it's not in my shot, and then I don't know it's happening. But yeah, so I put some smooth quartz in there, which was good. It did its thing.
Yeah.
And you already had some coal burning in them, so I assume you'd been cooking something previously. So I was like, I'm just going to use up the rest of those. Cooked a few stacks of quartz, and that was all good. I followed your tunnel. I found where it went. I collected my resources, and then I walked back up here, and there was a bit of an incident because you don't have any lighting.
Oh no.
Yeah. I literally was like, I literally have no idea how that looked before. I wasn't recording. I had no reference material, so I just flew away.
Oh, it's fine. It's just a little bit of moss and a couple fences, it looks like.
Okay, well, I did recollect, I think, about 7 pieces of moss, so I held back the water with those, and then I just got scared and ran away.
I thought the issue was going to be that I changed things with the smelter.
No, that was fine. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there was a little bit of digging, and then I saw the tunnel, and then I followed the tunnel, and then I replaced all the digging, but then I came up here and blew up your base anyway, so... Yeah.
It's fine, I can sort this later. It's okay.
Yep.
Only a couple blocks.
My bad. Anyway, sorry about that, bye!
Bye!
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock with me, Mr. Beardstone. Last episode, we were working here in the city and we got ourselves our steak sushi restaurant type place up and running. I've also stuck an AFK fish farm up there now as well, purely for the fish to stock the shop. We're actually going to be burning the rest of the goods from that because, well, 1, we don't really need them, and 2, I'm just not really a fan of acquiring things via AFK fishing. Also, last episode, we met up with the wonderful Tizztom, and we did try a cure for the eye, which obviously didn't work, and then we spent lots of time over in what will become the Barn Bros Industrial District, and we came to the conclusion that we needed resources. Lots of resources, in order to actually build the farms. So between episodes, I've done a little bit of discovery, and if I can just squeeze past that cow there, if I go into the clothes shop here and down into the changing room, yep, there's a trapdoor. I found useful things for us, pretty much directly under the base. The first of these things is a great big shiny geode, which is literally directly under the changing room in the clothes shop / wool farm we have up there. And this has been a great help in trying to acquire all the tinted glass we're going to need for today's projects with Tizz. But not only did we find a geode, I also found something else which we needed. And that is just through here, where we have our cave spider farm. So I'm actually going to turn that light on now, a couple have spawned, and it is quite possibly the simplest farm I could have made. We're not getting drops from looting, but we're still getting plenty of string anyway, just by standing here AFK. So quite simply, all I've done here is just dug out a 9x9 square, which is pretty much where the water is sitting, and I've put a little bit of magma at the front here, which has got a minecart hopper running underneath. At least it does when I flick the switch and turn the whole farm on. We've also used coral at the sides here because I did not know this. I don't know how I didn't know this because it's absolute genius and it's so simple. But basically, using coral fans in this way will actually stop the spiders from climbing up any of the walls. So basically, every time I turn this on, 100% of the spiders just get drifted straight into the magma. They die. You can hear the minecart running underneath. And then when they drop their string, it gets picked up and gets collected in here. You will notice, however, that that's quite empty at the moment. That's because I've just used an absolute buttload of it. We also did a little bit of decoration here on stream. Nothing too grand. I mean, we're not going to be here too often. In fact, I was AFK here last night. I got 2 shulkers of string, and I'm probably never going to need to come back here again. But the fact that it exists is quite nice. It was a nice little stream project, didn't take too long, and is going to solve one of today's issues. I also made myself a temporary bamboo farm. It literally just spits bone meal at the bottom. When it grows, it breaks and so on. We stood there for about 10 minutes and ended up with about 5 shulkers of bamboo. So I'm glad we built the bone farm early on because that's really helped us out. So what this is leading up to is, of course, a mass of resources. Because we have, well, 3 boxes of this disgusting stuff, which I'm hoping I can convince Tizz to place instead of myself. We've also got lots of rail and chests and tinted glass, 2 boxes of that. And we've also got 6 boxes of dirt and grass. And this, of course, is for the Barn Bros Industrial build. But we're going to get to that later in the episode. The first thing we're going to do is take a look in this box, and this is representative of the colour palette for our next building up in the city. And that is going to be... I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. Should we update the board behind us? Right, so we've done a cactus farm. That can go. Yep, that's basically it. It turns out that we've not actually been doing many of the things from the board. We keep getting distracted and doing other things, so that's going to have to be updated at some point as well. In the couple of minutes since my last clip, I've given it a bit of thought, and I think I know what I'm going to do with this building. So the bottom end of it is going to be kind of like a tourist information type thing, and there is a reason for that, but we're going to have to get to that a little bit later. However, in the upstairs, there's a couple of the smaller farms here that I do really need to get going. The main one being the stone generator, not the pickle farm. See, look, I fooled you. But the stone generator is something we really do need, because we've got kind of crazy world generation on here, which you may be fully aware of. And as a result, we're not really getting, I mean, I suppose we've got a little bit, but we're not getting that much stone and cobble and things like that, but we are getting an absolute buttload of diorite and andesite and other stones. So I think a stone generator at the top there is going to be quite handy for us, and also in there we can probably squeeze in the pickle farm. Which I believe once we do that, that is actually going to be the last of the dye farms we're going to need, because hopefully we'll get a squid farm built later today with Tizz, although we might do the mob farm. I don't really know what's going to happen there. We haven't actually spoken to him about it yet, but hopefully we're going to meet up with him in a little while. And yeah, stone generator, pickle farm, that's going to basically solve the last of our sort of dye issues, which means we can get whatever dyes we need for the weird, crazy, wonderful builds we're doing up on the surface. So I think we have all of our resources ready. We've got our smooth quartz. We know exactly what it is we're going to be building here, and you can probably hear the drums. So it's time to roll the time lapse.
Hello. Oh.
Hey, Tizz.
Hello. Give me 1 second.
I guess we'll save the time lapse for later.
Anyway.
Yeah. Way to make an entrance, Tizz. I take it.
I was thinking maybe we could work on the industrial area today a little bit.
Yeah, I was hoping to be able to do the same. I've been doing lots and lots and lots of resource gathering. So hopefully we have most of the things we need.
Yeah, I've been doing a little bit too. I got a bunch of magma there. I got another box full of magma here.
Oh, okay, wow, that's amazing. Yeah, we're gonna need lots of magma for the squid farms, and a little bit of magma for the mob farm. Yeah, I've got lots of stuff as well. Step into my bunker. So, yeah, I've been gathering stuff and things that we're gonna need. So there's lots of this disgusting stuff.
Oh geez, you're making my little bit of magma look like I haven't done a whole lot.
No, well, put it this way. I'd much rather have grabbed all of this stuff than grabbed a shulker of magma, because you had to go into the nether and go digging and stuff, right? I just stood by farms for a little bit and then collected all the stuff.
Looks like we've got enough stuff to make a push then.
Yes, that's my thinking. Right, so I'm going to grab all these, and then we'll head over to the industrial district and discuss plans, because, well, that's what we like to do.
Let's do it.
Oh, wait, I'm going to grab some rockets first.
You've done a lot of stuff over here. Since the last time I was here.
Oh,
I missed.
Bye. Yeah, I did. I made a few changes. Basically, I was doing some thinking, which is always dangerous, anyway. But while I was thinking, I managed to mark out a different layout ever so slightly. So this still works with the whole sphere and everything. But
what have you done here?
Well, basically,
what's going on?
I'm thinking a different mob farm design. Basically, I did a little bit of research. I went to Silent's channel because I couldn't actually find anyone with a mob farm on the server. So I had a little look, and he had a design for a mob farm, which I think is going to suit us much better. It doesn't use quite as much magma at the bottom. It's going to be easier to collect the things, and less minecarts, less lag, and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, as a result, I've kind of changed the layout. I do actually have a mock-up in Creative. Did you want to hop over to my Creative world quickly, and I'll show you what we're thinking?
That's fine with me.
Because otherwise you won't have a clue what we're building, will you?
Nope.
So Tizz, welcome to the test world. This is more along the lines of what I was thinking, if this kind of makes sense. I'm not sure if it does make sense to you or not, but...
I don't know. I see Squid Farm. What are these on the left and right over here?
Yep, exactly, yep. But the important thing is over here, the mob farm. So if we go in here, take a look in here,
It's a weird looking mob farm.
It is. But as I say, I was looking at Silence videos, and this really seems to work quite well. Because if I grab a spawn egg, 1 sec.
Scaffolding farm.
Kinda. It does take a lot of that. In all fairness, it does take a lot of that. But the beauty of this one is stuff can still spawn on all these platforms, and whenever it spawns,
Nice.
just instantly gets pushed in.
I like that design.
Cool. So yeah, it's as simple as that, really. It's literally just platforms, which I have already sort of marked out in our on TB, and then lots and lots of scaffolding, which is why I had to make so much of the disgusting stuff, and then water. It's literally couldn't be simpler. And
So we're having 2 of these. One on either side is the plan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Instead of making one that's like really tall, we'll have 2 that are a bit shorter. I just figured it looked better, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, apparently I like symmetry in this farm. And then this is also going to leave plenty of space above or even where the AFK spot is for an iron farm.
It works for me. I like it.
Awesome. Cool. And then, yeah, we'll have a just a dropper system like this to collect all the things and spit them into water tubes. And then we'll just have a central storage system over here somewhere.
It works for me.
Nice. Right, let's hop back over to TB.
Oh, hi.
Oh, wow. You're very close to me.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you have a bed? You're normally more prepared than I am.
I do have a bed. I always walk around with a bed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're generally more prepared. I generally have kind of the stuff I need on me, and I'm missing the other half of stuff I could probably do with having on me. But yeah, it is what it is.
On my bed.
I stole your bed. Oh no. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got pink eye now anyway. Right, it's fine.
Yeah. I still don't really know what to do about that. I haven't seen any other cures or anything. I did see a medical tent pop up actually in the shopping district, but it just
right next to that aeroplane hangar looking thing.
Yeah. But it just sells totems, not cures.
That's not gonna do anything.
Those platforms down the bottom, where the grass is, that's basically where the magma wants to go. But we probably want to make it 6 wide instead of 4 wide.
Yeah.
But everything should be aligned and centralized and so on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I kind of feel like we should probably get the platforms down the bottom in and a couple of chests first, just in case the farm starts producing while we're building it.
Get the collection area set up first.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We'll just do a basic collection area for now. We'll faff around with all the hoppers and droppers and proper storage center in a little while, but we could just get a few chests down there for now, right?
Yeah. Sounds good to me. What's the next thing we're doing?
I guess we just need to start building up the platforms, really. So the platforms are fairly straightforward. I've marked out the 2 sides of it, basically. So yeah,
just blocks, scaffolding, and then a line of water on top.
Yep, and surround the whole thing in tinted glass.
And then do the same thing on top. So we're building the platforms out of dirt then.
Well, I mean that's what we discussed as
I'm excited.
Barn Bros extraordinaires. And then when we do actually come around to hiding this farm, we could just turn like each of the mob farms into a giant grass block or something. It'll be fine. It'll look beautiful, Tizz.
It's gonna look so good.
Yep. It'll be the most beautiful farm you've ever seen. So, Tizz, short while later, and that did not take as long as I thought.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all.
No, but we now have 10 layers of awesome mob farm goodness that then falls to its death. Just like that.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I think this should work a treat, actually. Well, I guess we're gonna need to sort out the storage and all that stuff. It's weird because it looks like they're kind of like disappearing and dying halfway down, right?
Yeah, they're dying like way before they hit the floor.
But on the plus side, look, at the end of the day, we're getting drops.
We're getting drops.
Yes, we are.
We got bones, we got gunpowder coming in.
And loads of other rubbish we'll probably just set fire to, right?
Yeah.
Yep, sounds perfect. And, oh god, yeah, so we're going to need to sort out some storage for this because, well, the farm works, but that one double chest...
a double chest down there.
Yeah, that one double chest is not going to go far. So, I'll tell you what, Tizz, what I'll do is... I'll come up with a system for the storage. We kind of had that weird water system that we saw in the creative world. So if I can figure out a way to get that working, I'll start getting that installed, and then we can just plumb the squid farms into it once it's all up and ready and so on. But iron farm. we do need to get an iron farm over here, Tizz.
It would be nice to have iron, for sure.
So maybe next session we should organise getting an iron farm in. We could put it literally just above us here, couldn't we?
Villages. That's not going to be fun.
Oh, no. Is there even any villages near here?
I flew around the other day. All I could see was Slack's village. I don't know.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't go pinching villagers from
No.
there. Nope. Okay, we'll do some scouting as well, see if we can locate a village. And next time we meet up, we'll maybe get an iron farm in.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Iron. All right, cool. Well, thanks for hanging out, Status. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
I think we're good.
Oh,
That's payback.
revenge.
Well, we had a lot of fun with Tizz there, and we managed to build up these twin farms. Now, after I punched Tizz off of the ledge, I did actually stick around for a couple of hours, as you probably saw in a very, very fast, tiny time-lapse just then, and I'm going to go check, see what resources we actually got from this, because it looked a bit weird. It looked like some of the mobs, see that? It looks like they're kind of disappearing mid-air, but I think what they're actually doing is just dying, and it's not rendering properly because they're far away. I'm not entirely sure, but this is going to be the big test, really. And yes, okay, cool. So we are getting resources, lots of resources in fact, which is awesome. Although, to be honest, we only really want to keep the bones and the gunpowder. The rest of it we're probably just going to throw into lava, which does mean we need to sort out a storage system. Why is there a llama there? But that's not something we're going to do today. We were about to build a building over in our city, and I think that's pretty much what we're going to go and do right now. So we're just going to carry on from where we left off just before Tizz crashed next to us and died. there we have it, another big shiny building in our city. And I actually really like how this one has come out. I think it sits really well, especially next to the sushi restaurant we've got over here. And I really like the look of it. I think it's good. although I've still not made a firm decision on exactly what I'm going to put upstairs in regards to farms and so on, but I think a cobblestone generator and maybe one or two of the smaller farms would be ideal. So on the outside here, I've gone with a bit of a funky window shape just to mix it up a little bit. We've got a lot of square windows going on, and I thought that would just add a bit of style to the city. And then I've also done a big flashy light thing, just to add a little bit of life to the city and a bit more movement. We do, of course, have the fires that come up and plume the smoke into the streets and so on, but I think these flashing lights just really add a little bit more to the city as a whole. So down the bottom here, we've got the open bit here, which will be advertising local events and so on for our tourist information centre, and on the inside, we've got absolutely nothing and a disgusting floor that, to be honest, just doesn't work at all at the moment, but it's better than the grass. So in regards to the inside here, as I say, I'm going to make it look a bit like a tourist information centre downstairs, and then we'll have some stairs that go up to the upper floors to the farms. This is basically hiding redstone for the lights that sort of change all the colours. It doesn't go anywhere near as far back as this, but I just wanted to sort of square things off so that when I do build on the inside, it's a little bit easier. Lastly, I did also get the promenade in here. I mean, it's not really got much of anything going on at the moment. We're going to get some, hanging baskets, maybe some flower beds and so on, and bring a little bit of foliage into this area. And we've got this small area here where we're going to be putting a slightly smaller building, but I do have an idea for that. The interior of that build, however, is going to have to wait for another episode because, well, we had a good long session with Tizz earlier building the farm, and getting this build up took a little bit longer than I was initially hoping. But it's fine. We can just crack on with the interior on a future episode. For now, I must leave. Bye-bye now.